You're watching Good Evening San Diego.
The San Diego Food Bank has a new boss. Castillo was just announced as the organization's new CEO. In 14 years of the food bank, Castillo has provided oversight for all financial and administrative operations and helped lead the organization during periods of severe economic upheaval, like the Great Recession and also the COVID-19 pandemic, of course. Castillo is here now to talk about what he's got planned for his new role. Good to see you, Casey. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Logan.
Thanks for coming on.
Great to be here, and always appreciate talking about the San Diego Food Bank and our mission.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. Take us back 14 years, because that's when it all started for you, right, at the food bank.
Yeah, so I've been a nonprofit executive for over 20 years. 14 years of those have been with the San Diego Food Bank. I've led finance, accounting, IT, human resources, programs, operations, and the last 11 months as the interim CEO, I've led efforts with fundraising as well. How
terrific. Tell me how it's changed over the years, especially the last 2 years, because, I mean, the pandemic really hit everybody so hard, and you really saw the need at the food bank.
Absolutely. Well, going back 14 years means I was also here during the Great Recession, and we've seen some similarities with COVID. Pre-pandemic, we were serving 350,000 people. That skyrocketed to 600,000 just overnight. So we've seen an increase in demand. It really hasn't let up, and that's really been our focus for the last couple of years.
My goodness. So what do you have planned, and what do you need to do as you look kind of forward?
Yeah, so again, we really felt like we have been responding to COVID over the last 2 years. We really want to start being more forward-thinking. Our families are struggling, but things are stabilizing a little bit, or at least that's a generous term. At least we think we know where things are going, which are going to be tough. And so we want to turn our attention to a new strategic plan. We think this is a transitional and a transformational period. We want to take advantage of that, and so we're going to spend the next couple months focusing on a new strategic plan and what the vision will look like for the organization moving forward.
Can you just give me some numbers? How many people you feed on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, and just how much food you're serving, the locations, those kinds of things?
Yeah, so we're currently serving 500,000 people per month. Again, that number has stayed pretty consistent for 2 years. A lot of people. We do that with the help of about 500 nonprofit partners. We're able to feed hundreds of thousands of people each month through that network. Last year, we distributed 60 million pounds of food, and we couldn't have supported that many people without that. And so we're going to continue to operate and maintain those levels, because the need is not going away.
Where does the food come from? It sounds like all over.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse. We rely on grocery stores. We have great relationships with grocery stores. We buy food on the wholesale market, and of course we rely on food drives and donations. You probably have seen our red barrels throughout the county. So we rely heavily on individuals and out in the community to help us with that. We also have a couple of USDA, Department of Agriculture contracts. We administer those programs, and they reimburse us for the cost.
So where do you see this going over the next couple of years? You think it just keeps growing and growing? I mean, the economy's tough right now.
Well, I'll go back to what we saw during the Great Recession. We saw similar things in that our numbers spiked. They really never went back to pre-recession numbers. That's what we're anticipating with COVID. We don't think numbers are going back to pre-COVID numbers. And with inflation at a 41-year high and the challenges that families are now facing, we think we're going to be feeding that many people for the next several years.
Give us the website, Casey. I think we might have it for you. Is it just
SanDiegoFoodBank.org? We want people that need help to visit, and those that can help to also visit.
Yeah, because you use a lot of volunteers, and I know people always look forward to that as well.
We try to make it easy. If you have the means and are willing, you can donate monetarily, you can donate food. Of course, we have volunteer opportunities in both warehouses and throughout the county at our distributions.
Great to see you, Casey. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Casey Castillo. All right.